morning show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley, the morning show. Hey, it is Wellness Wednesday. We got one on Dr. MJ Collier on with us. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley.
Hey, man, we are so happy to have you this morning. We're getting ready to go back. This month is going to go by fast. July always go by fast. Getting ready to go back into school, the school year, the first semester. For students, and I know, between that and everything that's going on this summer, what you want to start out with this morning? Because I know you got a lot.
So, Rickey, thank you for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So, Rickey, like you said, it's July now. It's still considered to be early summer, and the temperatures have been averaging in the 90s and even over 100 in some areas like Dallas. So this heat wave is blanketing the whole country, the Northeast, the South, the Midwest, the West. So the question is, how is this affecting the human body? So, Rickey, extreme temperatures have an alarming effect on the human body and are linked to cardiovascular deaths, kidney disease mortality, and even respiratory failure. Heat puts undue stress on your organs. The heart pumps faster to get blood flow to the skin to try to cool you off. Your kidneys work harder to try to preserve the water you do have in your body, and that raises the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and even death. And the problem is, we don't even know how many people are dying from heat exhaustion and heat strokes, Rick, because a person will go to the emergency room and they're having a heart attack or a stroke, and it's not accredited to the heat. And so, but the numbers have doubled in the last year. And if you thinking to yourself, Rickey, this is hotter than it's been in my childhood, I don't remember it being this hot. You're absolutely correct. We have world record temperatures. Hundreds of temperature records were broken over the 4th of July holiday weekend, and we expect even hundreds more to be broken as the summer continues. So older adults at high risk and people with chronic diseases or pre-existing conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes. But more importantly, Rickey, heat even takes a toll on brain and cognitive function. Besides just making us irritable, impulsive, and aggressive, a small increase in temperature of just 4 degrees leads to a 10% average drop in performance across tests of memory, reaction time, and executive function. So you can't think the way you normally do. So, there are other problems. So why does heat make us aggressive? The crime statistics, Rickey, there are more murders, assaults, and episodes of domestic violence on hot days. This applies to nonviolent acts as well. When temperatures are hot, people are just likely to engage in more hate speech online and even honk their horns in traffic. So you'll notice more aggressive behavior. And people that seem especially sensitive to heat, they interpret those actions as hostile on hot days, prompting them to respond in a hostile-like manner. The increase in aggression is related to the heat effect on cognition. You have decreased self-control and the tendency to act without thinking. Rickey, the theory is that when the brain's resources are shifted to try and keep you cool or to thermoregulate your body, this leaves less brain power for higher cognitive function, like acting like you have some sense. You're distracted and irritable because of how uncomfortable you feel. You just feel uncomfortable. It also affects your sleep, and less sleep decreases cognitive function as well. But, Rickey, nobody needs to die in a heat wave. The best way to offset these effects, of course, are to cool yourself off. If you don't have access to air conditioning, and there are people in places like Oregon that traditionally don't have air conditioners in their homes that are suffering right now, just make sure you stay hydrated, take cool baths or showers frequently to keep your body temperature low. The advice is just stay cool. Just take or swim. Yeah, you got to spend. But you know what, Rickey, over the 4th of July holiday, I went over to my daughter's house to hang out by the pool. It was so hot. You couldn't really even enjoy that unless you were actually in the water. But just sitting poolside and chilling and, and having a cocktail and reading, I like to do that. It was just too uncomfortable and unpleasant to do that. It was too hot to play golf, and I definitely couldn't play tennis. So I basically ended up most of the holiday weekend, indoors, except when we went outside to eat.
Yeah, you throw about 8 bags of ice in the swimming pool and just jump in there. Or whatever,
Okay.
Nice, cool, refreshing feeling. I swam so long my skin was pruning. Let's go to the phones. You on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Paul Williams calling from Greenwood, South Carolina, and I want to know what is a real cure for plantar fasciitis?
Okay, a real cure for plantar fasciitis is an appropriate ortho product, something that fits into your shoe that will help stretch out the plantar fascia. This is the fascia that's on the bottom of your foot. It's under the skin, and it's kind of like a saran wrap. that covers up the tendons in your foot that makes you curl your toes up. So if that gets too tight or those tendons get too dry and don't move smoothly, then you're going to have problems with pain, inflammation, and discomfort. It also can be associated with even a heel spur. So stretching it out, some people will freeze a bottle of water and just roll that under their foot while they're, sitting down. Tennis balls work good as well. Go to these foot massage places. They are absolutely incredible. But more importantly, you need to kind of oil that area up. Omega-3 fish oil is perfect supplement for doing that, and then anti-inflammatories such as Motrin, Advil, or Aleve. But the most important thing is good health with feet. Our feet keep growing. I'm going to talk about that in the next segment about problems with your feet as you age, and because everything else on your body stops growing, but your feet keep growing.
All right, y'all, Dr. Collier, good morning.
My question is about my father that has congestive heart failure, and can he take vitamin D or not? Is it too much for his heart? Will it make it flutter?
Oh, no. Vitamin D would have a positive effect on congestive heart failure, but it's also more important to take all the medications that have been prescribed. We have some great medications now that have extended the life of people with congestive heart failure. Traditionally, once you had a diagnosis of CHF, your lifespan was 3 to 5 years, but now we have extended that tremendously by some of the newer breakthroughs. The traditional therapy includes medications like beta blockers, that would be Coreg, metoprolol, Toprol, etc., and then other medications to keep your blood pressure controlled. Sometimes a diuretic so that your heart isn't overworked using pumping extra fluid around. So you have to have a good relationship and partnership between the primary care doctor, the cardiologist, and the patient to optimize that outcome. But vitamin D as well, I also would recommend omega-3 fish oil as well.
Hey, Dr. Collier, if you notice, if you watch my Essence interview, why I look slim, I take 2 of those vitamins that you gave me every night before I go to sleep that help me sleep. And I think people should order it. Listen, it burns fat while you sleep, and it helps you sleep. I never seen nothing like that. Your vitamins, I ran out of everything I need to order today. Let everybody know how they can get your vitamins.
Okay, that's the Lipo-Nights product that you're talking about. It contains melatonin as well as fat burners that help you lose weight while you sleep, flattens that stomach. You can go to my website, lipodrops, lipodrops.com, and get information on supplements that will help you lose weight and boost your health and boost your immune system, because we're about to get into the cough cold season. COVID is rearing its ugly head. I had a family member that had COVID 2 weeks ago, and it was in my household, so it was amazing that this is still a problem. So my Lipo Immune is very good for that. And, of course, vitamin D at 5,000 international units per day to help boost your immune system function.
All right, there it is, y'all. Hey, the one and only Dr. M.J. Collier. Break us down, Dr. Collier.
Okay, Rickey Smiley. Tonight, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram Live, presentation at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ask Dr. MJ, ask the doctor anything, ask any questions. Go to AskDrMJ on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. That starts at 6:30. It's an opportunity for you to ask your healthcare questions. Okay, Rickey. Remember, these are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. Come to the birthday bash. Come to the birthday bash. Book your package now. The amazing Diplomat Hotel. That is the most elegant 5-star facility. You'll be so glad that you came. It is like a 24/7 party. You're going to be so tired on Monday, you might have to take an extra day off. Stay. Don't you dare go away. You're listening to Dr. M.J. on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Come to the birthday bash and meet and greet me. Looking forward to meeting each and every one of the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.